There are a lot of misconceptions around the process of financial planning. What is financial planning? What is not financial planning? And all these doubts are there in the minds of people. Today I have decided to do this basic video on what is financial planning. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakantha, but investment consultant and a financial planner.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
Many people are of the view that the process of financial planning is all about getting highest return. It is the process of creating crorpatis. It is the process of creating dollar millionaires. It's the process of creating billionaires. Unfortunately, that's not financial planning all about. Financial planning is something different. If you have to create a high returns, then you don't need to go to a financial planner. You should look for high returns in another place. For example, you can go and buy a lottery ticket. You should throw yourself into the trading ring in a stock market. You should venture with your futures and option strategies. You should venture into private equity. There are a lot of things which can give you high return. But that's not the job of a financial planner. So if you are thinking financial planning is all about getting highest return, that's not the job of a financial planner at all. If the process of financial planning is not about getting high rate of return, what else it is? To put it in a very simple way, financial planning process is a process of identifying what can go wrong in a person's life and how you can plug it. How you can prepare for such events. What will you be able to do, or how will you still make things happen if something did not work out? Let us say that you have saved some money. Over the years, it loses its purchasing power due to the inflation. What can you do about it? If you do not know that you have to set aside some money towards retirement planning, the planner will know that you will not have sufficient enough amount of money during your retirement years. How can you plug that particular problem? If you do not know how much of money is required to educate your child, then you may not have sufficient enough money when your child is ready to go to college. This becomes a problem. The job of a financial planner is to draw your attention to this particular fact and prepare for it. What if there were to be an untimely death in the family? And if this death were to happen to the bread earner, or if he suffers from critical illness, the whole planning can go wrong. The job of a financial planner or the financial planning process is to identify all these problems which might come in and how you can plug into it. These days, people lose job. Suddenly, the salary check which used to come at the end of the month would stop. How will you plug it? That is where the financial planning process says you need to be creating an emergency fund. So in a nutshell to say, financial planning process is all about trying to find what can go wrong and how proactively you can plug that particular problem. Financial planning process is also about making a predictable outcome from the plannings that you make. Let me explain with a small example. Now everyone wants to do child education planning, but no one knows which college child is going to go about, how much money is required, how much cost might come in. None of the things are known. But the financial planner will tell you, let's start putting some money into the child education planning. Let's say when your child goes to college, and if you run short of the money, what are the alternatives that you have? You can take a student loan. You may get some scholarships. And what are the other opportunities that you have? If you have some extra properties, you can take a loan against that. So this will help you to create a predictable outcome that you have the required amount of money for a particular purpose. Likewise, if you want to buy a house and emotionally you say, I have to have such a big house, and the financial planner feels that it may cost a lot of things and it may not be a good idea and it may interfere with achieving something else, he could tell you, look, it may not be a feasible thing. Instead of thinking that you should have such a big house, why not make a beginning with a smaller house, and when your situation improves or when your earnings improve, probably you can swap this smaller house to a bigger house. By this method, you have a house. It may not be the bigger house, but you have the basic house that you need. Financial planning process is all about creating a predictable outcome. Financial planning process is also about optimal utilization of resources. Everybody starts their life journey. In the beginning of the journey, they have a small income, they have a small saving abilities, but they have multiple things to do. They have to buy their life insurance, they have to build their emergency fund, they may have a child and they want to set up some savings towards educating their child. They also need to contribute for the retirement funding. There are multiple things to do. One income, one saving pot. Which one to do first? Or how much of money has to be put into which heading? How will we achieve all these things in spite of having a smaller income or smaller saving ability? That is where your financial planner or financial planning process comes to your help, and it helps to identify how you can optimally utilize the resources and you will not miss achieving any of the life goals you want to achieve. Financial planning process is also a process of controlling your emotions. This happens in every family. They earn, they spend, they save, they start everything in right earnest. Something goes wrong in between. Suddenly, one property comes for sale somewhere in the town, and somebody approaches you, and you get attracted to this property, and you decide that I will close the funds I have set aside for my retirement planning. Let's take out that money and go and buy this property. Or you may say, let's start my child education planning slightly later, let's go and buy that particular property. Or you want a smaller property. Instead of that, your wife or the husband says, we need to be having a bigger property because that applies to the ego of the person. And you try to buy more than what you can really chew. The financial planner or the financial planning process tells you, look, this is not the right emotions to be in. If you do that, there is something else, it will have a consequences. He tries to guide your emotions to the right place and make sure that you will not take wrong decision, and he ensures that all the things that you planned in your life, all the things that are essential for creating a happy home are there in place. That is financial planning. Financial planning is also about creating happy homes. When will you be able to create happy homes? You will be able to create happy homes only when you are able to achieve each and every of your life goals. You should have a safe future. Your children should learn and study in good universities and college. You should have sufficient enough amount of money to live during your retirement days. You should be living in a good area, in a decent enough house. If you are not able to achieve even one of the things, I can't say that we have created a happy homes. The job of a financial planner or the process of financial planning is to create these happy homes. Dear viewers, during the last 15 years, I have created happy homes for several of my clients who are spread across globe. If you are looking to engage the services of a financial planner, if you have an interest to create happy homes by proper financial planning, you can make use of my services as well. I have shown my number here on the screens. If you are interested to avail my services, feel free to contact me through a WhatsApp message from any part of the world, and I'll help you to design a foolproof financial planning for you. Dear viewers, if you are in agreement with my concept of financial planning discussed in this video, give me a thumbs up. If you are watching this program for the first time, or if you are yet to subscribe for this channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with your near and dear ones. I will be back with you with yet another video on one more topic very soon.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.